Hi, it's a bit Hit here, and today I'll bring you a guide on Blight farming. We are going to target some oils and blighted maps, which we'll sell in bulk on TFT or wherever you'd like. It's a very simple farming strategy in which we'll run Carcass, run around the map looking for Cassia, killing the essences we find on our way, and once every 20 or so maps, we go for the boss to get our invitation. The Atlas tree can be pretty simple, so I honestly didn't care that much about what I picked, just went for map duplication nodes, all of the essences, and most of the Blight node, because we're going to be forcing it through a Gilded Scarab. We can choose either influence, and given that we have many spare points, I also grabbed the 10% chance to get double progress for the Exarch or Ether invitation. As I have more than enough damage and explode to clear anything in the game, I didn't pick Cassia's Pride, but it's also an option to go that route. In that case, you'll want to anoint Chilling Towers, freeze enemies for 0.2 seconds, and Meteor Towers create burn ground on hit. We pick essences because they're pretty much free. They are only 2 chaos in the map device, and they more than pay for themselves after a while. The map we are picking is Carcass due to its layout, where we have less chance of getting a Blight with many lanes, and instead we get 1 or 2. Other maps for this strat are Core, Toxic Sewers, and that kind of tile sets, but this league they are not in the map pool, so we only have these to run. Luckily, the boss is super easy to farm, so at least we got that going for us. We also run the maps wide because the Blight chests don't gain anything from extra quantity or rarity, and instead we are just adding more difficulty to the map that's going to slow us down. And we want this to be as fast as possible. However, the chests do get affected by scarabs, so we want to throw in a cartography scarab, and the rarity is up to you. But I said polished gives the best bang for the buck. Of course, since we are running Blight, we're going to use Gilded. Why? Because the added boss and 50% chance to contain an additional reward are great if we are targeting Blight ourselves and not using it as a secondary mechanic. Additionally, we might want to throw a sacrifice fragment if we are feeling like it, but it's not mandatory. Finally, we're going to use only one sextant, and that is, oils found in your maps are 1 tier higher, and it's an awesome way of getting those extra elusive golden oils, because a silver oil gets upgraded to golden. Of course, if you rely too much on Blight Towers to do the mechanic, I wouldn't get them, and instead I pay the extra difference for Gilded Cartography Scarabs, because the sextant duplicates the cost of upgrading towers. As you can see in the video, this way of farming is super easy and it allows us to focus mostly on speed. So grab that phase run, Withering Step, get those counts, gloves, and start blasting because you won't need anything else. Now let's get to the most important part, the profit. We started spending 296 chaos for Blight Scarabs, 120 for Polish Carto, and 140 more to get the 10 compasses. That means we spent 566 chaos for setting up 40 maps, or around 14C per map. Now, for the revenue, we're going to get many random drops like scarabs, tag decks, and random deep cards from Blight mobs, but I left all those out due to the fact that they are super random and one map can give you a patient, and then you'll get nothing for 50 more maps. So, we have 94 Blight maps, which in bulk are around 11 chaos per map. We got 12 golden oils that go from 78 to 85 chaos depending on the time of the day and the bulk, and many more lower tier oils which we will upgrade at least to opalescent. Finally, we have the essences, but this is difficult to estimate because we're not going to farm them every map since we are just using them as secondary income. Otherwise, they'd be higher on our list. Since the expected value of picking essences with all the nodes is around 26 chaos and we only got 13, it's clear that we should have focused more on essences. And finally, everything is on a spreadsheet which I'll link in the description, but we get around 60 chaos per map as profit. So, given that it took me around 2 to 2.5 minutes to run each map, drop the loot and get into the next one, I'm going to assume 2.5 minutes for each map. If we add this time to our spreadsheet, we get around 7.5 divine profit per hour, which isn't a lot, but is a respectable amount given the low effort we put both into our strat and in the map themselves. Is it profitable? Well, as with everything in this game, it is. Do I recommend it? Not really. There are better strats out there that give around the same amount of divs per hour that are even less effort, and you don't have to spend a ton of time trading to get your money back, because not many people buy oils in big bulks. If you enjoy it, by all means go for it. There's no better way of earning currency than by having fun. But if all you care about is divs per hour, this is not the best strategy out there. Well, this is everything for this video. Thanks for watching. Hit out.